Yo, it's your boy Barcode. I'm back with another video. Due to the recent Void Tower changes, in this month rotation anyway, I wanted to put out a video to talk about some improvements for the game. I'm a little sick and under the weather today, so if I sound like I have a foodie up in my nose, that is why. I can barely breathe. Let me know if you agree with these improvements down below, and also what else you would like to see improved. If you like this video, make sure to hit that sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy dingy thing so you know when I post a video. Let's get to it. Alright, now this game is very new in terms of mobile games and gachas anyway. Yeah, there's been a ton of closed betas, a soft launch, but still very new. I have a couple improvements that I feel like would help the game, and by listening to the community, I think the majority can agree. I'm sure there'll be some that disagree or have different opinions, and that's okay. But let's get on to the main things that need improvement. First and foremost, Void Tower. Now, I wouldn't necessarily think Void Tower needs improvements. I think Void Tower is actually great. I think the rewards could use a small improvement, but still okay. I think the rewards in hard could be a little better as well. You do have the legendary Ascension pot, which is nice. The big topic of discussion is obviously the new rotation and the new room marks that are added. Now, Void Tower this time around is definitely a lot harder than what it was. You can't take it anymore. The enemies now do 3% of max HP, and that stacks up to 50 times, stacking every round. So by the third round that the enemies are up, they're doing 9% total HP to your team. So this means you can't tank it anymore. I don't mind the new rotation. I think this brings new challenges, brings up new monsters that you have to build up. All I'm saying is that 3% every round is extremely high. They're already doing a ton of damage to you. I think it should be around 1% or maybe even 2%. Stacking every round, I'd be okay with that. 3% is a little extreme, I think, to need to knock it down. I've been helping a lot of viewer accounts and building up teams for Void Tower, and now this rotation, they're obsolete, and like I said, that's fine. New rotations are good for the game. New challenges, I like it. But because of the limited resources in this game to build heroes and to build gear, you can't just switch right off the bat unless you are a high spender. In this rotation, just so you know, Windstretch or Shield Guard Orc is your key. Bring 3 nukers to knock down the enemies. But obviously, this is a lot harder than building tank teams like the last rotation. Enemies can be stunned in this Void Tower now, so the Rebel set is nice, or Myla, who is free-to-play accessible, is also nice. Tia as well. Now, I spoke about rewards in Void Tower. Let's talk about rewards in the whole game entirely. Free rewards are great. Just by progressing the game, you get free rewards. The Magic Pass is free. You don't have to pay for it, so these free rewards are okay in my book. I think if you did buy the Hero Pass, the end rewards are kind of crappy. I think it should be like an Epic Ascension Zone or something like that. I think that's what the first one was. I can't remember. But rewards for like beating like certain milestones should be fixed. Like milestones for beating like stage 12 dungeons. Yeah, you get a chest like in the main lobby, and I think it might be of like a summon or a 4-star pumpkin or something like that. But as an achievement, 3 gear legendary charms really doesn't really fit the bit for when it's like a huge milestone to be able to do. Even beating all the mythic chapters, beating mythic 10-8 was not really a huge accomplishment to me. You're beating the hardest chapter in the storyline, and the reward was lackluster. I mean, this takes max glyphs, max heroes, specific heroes, good gear. There was just nothing to be accomplished about. Dispatches. Once you max out your dispatch abilities, like what are we doing with these leftover coins? Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a future implement, like some kind of a store. But there has been 4 closed betas in the soft launch. I would think that by that time, someone would have said something about, hey, this is an issue and there's leftover resources, so what are we doing? And these are time sensitive. The rewards for doing these in a certain like legendary to epic to elite to whatever, they should have a little bit better rewards in my opinion. It's barely anything. Like here's the dispatch surprise chest, right? Let's just use 3 of them, right? We get 1,000 gold, 2,000 jelly, and a standard gear charm. You can't really do anything with that. This is what you get. 1,000 experience, which costs 1,000 gold. Me? Gear swapping. I know they already have plans to implement this, but this would be really great to have. Just put another character here and just make an easy swap between the two. I feel like this already should have been implemented because it's something the community has wanted for a long time. Very easy to implement. We talked about rewards, and let's talk about gold and gear charms. I feel like gold and gear charms are by far one of the scarcest resources in the game. In my opinion, gold should always be plentiful as long as you're farming the game and playing the game nonstop. Also, this is the amount of gear charms that I farmed in rings that we've been able to get in endless trials and also just farming Ash 12 like multiple times. This doesn't even level the ring up from 13 to 14. And this takes 10% of my current gold. I think all gold rewards should probably be doubled. Even bounties, like when you just use the keys to like do a blitz, the chests and the rewards and endless trials. I think if you press on a button like I want plentiful gold or lots of gold or whatever, and you click on that button, it gives you like 4,000 or like 10,000 gold or something, which is nothing. That's not a lot. The majority of event rewards aren't very good either. I think Hero Promotion probably has the best one because it has the epic Awakening Soul Arcana. I feel like I'm kind of complaining, but I'm trying not to because it's free rewards just by playing the game. But I'm 38 years old. I've been gaming since I was like 8. Mobile games for the last like 10, 12, 15 years, whatever. Played multiple top gachas, and the rewards don't even compare to other games. Also, enemy AI. This is regarding elements. Now just to show you what I'm talking about, I'm going to go into Queen 12. Queen 12 is water. The strongest element against water is wood. Luck should never get hit in the wave phases. Enemies shouldn't want to attack the stronger element. I think half the time it does work. Like if I brought in a fire unit, I'd be able to tank, and I think most of the water units would 100% attack the fire hero from what I've seen. But there you go. It's attacking Veluk. The first attack attacked Veluk, and it's attacking Veluk again. Why is that? That should not happen. It's the weakest element. Water's neutral. So in every other gacha game in the world that has elements between stronger and weaker and neutral, they would never attack the stronger element against them over anyone else. I've seen this happen in bounties. I've seen this in arena when you're attacking and the arena defense is an auto AI. Like if I brought it against this team of Charles Brand, Rock, and Hakron, and I brought some fire tank, like one fire tank so that Charles attacks him, and then I'll bring like 3 waters, because that would be the common denominator between the 4. You will see Charles attack like water units over the fire unit, and it doesn't really make sense. Last but not least, arena. We all know the problem here. We've been talking about it for almost 2 months, probably longer. Let's look at arena defenses. Besides Dark, Auroch, and Ricard, what other damage dealers do you see here? Do you know why? It's because of the storm. Arena defense doesn't have to do anything besides stay alive. There's no negative benefit of having a stall defense. In my opinion, the arena storm should do something to defense, whether that's block healing in general, lower the HP of the enemy, or at least make the storm maybe start around like round 12 or something like that. One of those 3 things should be able to fix it. There's maybe only like 3 heroes that could probably beat stall defenses, but you gotta pull them. You gotta have them at a good ascension. Gotta have good gear. So you need golden gear charms. You see where I'm getting at. But that's all the time I have today. I really need to take some medicine, go lay down. I wanted to get a video out. But don't get me wrong, I love this game. It has a lot of potential. It's very fun to play. And with more heroes coming out, more content coming out, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just putting this video out there because I'm listening to community and it's a lot of the same stuff. And it's valid points. So I'm just bringing it out there. Again, if you agree with all this, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Let me know what else you think are good improvements. And if you like the video, you know what to do. Sub, like, ding, ding, bell. See you in the next one. Peace.